Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We have completed yesterday the 7th mantra of Mandukya Upanishad, first chapter. Nanta prajnam na bahishprajnam no bhayata prajnam na prajnana ghanam na prajnam na prajnam adrushtam avyavaharyam agrahyam alakshanam achintyam avyapadesham ekatma pratyasaram prapanchopashavam shantam shivam advaitam chaturtam manyate sa atma sa vidneyaha. We are lost in three places. When we are identified with the body, we are lost in the waking world. Or else we are lost in the dream world. Or else we are lost in the deep sleep. Whole life is running around this. We have seen in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad in the morning class, like a fish running from one bank to another bank. In the same manner, the jiva, the soul, it runs to the waking, enjoys and suffers, gets tired, comes back to deep sleep. There also he doesn't find fulfillment. Then again he comes back to the waking. In this manner, our life is like a ping pong ball, constantly being hit from one side to another. Therefore, let us look at the life in its totality. So we were told that there are 4 stages of our life: waking, dream, deep sleep, and the 4th one is turiya, and it is indicated by Om, A, Uma. O suggests the waking, U the dream, and Ma the deep sleep. And that which is beyond the Om is the Turi and the 4th, which is supporting these 3 experiences. See? Mattaha Smriti Jnanam Apohanancha. I alone support waking, dream, and deep sleep. Therefore, what is worthy of knowing is who is this I. Presently, we have no doubt. I am man, I am woman, I am young, I am old, I am beautiful, I am awful. Where is the problem? No problem. This inquiry about who am I can kindle only after we have theoretically accepted that we cannot be the body on any count. Theoretically. Then we can start thinking. If we say, no, it's not possible, I have been living so many years, how can I do? Then it is not for you. See, friends. And then we start inquiring. And thus we come to this, that waking experience is extrovertedness, constantly struggling to fulfill the desires from the worldly objects. Then dream is constantly trying to experience the non-existing imaginary objects. And in the deep sleep is enjoying the absence of these 2 experiences. But they are all temporary. And then we come to the 4th, Nanta Prajnam na Bahishprajnam. Now this experience, which is free from only these 2-3 things, if you catch, is enough. The concept of inside and outside is samsara. Drop the concept inside outside. Mind comes to a halt. And what is inside outside? Space. And what is space? Space has no movement. So when we stop, now don't try to label this experience. And therefore, adrushtam, Vyavaharyam. Don't try to say, it was such a great experience, I tell you, it was such a... Don't do, shut up. Just be. Simple rule is, as you go nearer to yourself, you start reducing your activities because you are reached. Now take example. Till we were coming to this our PremPuri Ashram for the satsanga, till then thoughts were running. I hope there is not too much of traffic jam. Sometimes there is too much of traffic. Bombay is a funny state, Sometimes too much of traffic, sometimes no traffic. So you start early and come here 1 hour early. Oh God, what to do now? And here they don't provide us a tea, coffee free. And sometimes you start early and you reach half an hour late. I don't know. I hope today it's going to be okay. This all goes on till we reach the ashram. The moment we reach this place, thinking comes to an end, is it not? Therefore, if we come back to our own being, therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go, you are reached. Therefore, adrushtam, avyavaharyam, agrahyam. Don't try to describe it, explain it. I got it. I nearly got it. Not fully, nearly. Agrahyam, alakshanam. How we will compare with the known, with reference to the known, the unknown is indicated. But the unknown is not the known. For example, if somebody asks me, do you know Mr. Gupta? I said, I don't know. Unknown. Then I am told, do you know Mr. Verma? Yes, I know. That Verma is Mr. Gupta's son-in-law. Okay. So, from the known, the unknown is indicated in the same manner. What we know? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. 5 attributes. So we will try to explain, oh, it was such a divine light. Now what is the meaning of divine light? This light. If you want to understand divine light is that which illuminates, but it has no light, like the sunlight. Sunlight is a dark light. You can't see the sunlight. You can see the things in the sunlight, but you cannot see the sunlight. And therefore, alakshanam, no attributes at all. And achintyam, don't start imagining. Paramatma is, gaye andar gaye, I think I knew. Hawa nikal gayi. No struggle. Achintyam, avyapadesham, ekatma pratyaya saram. In this manner, when we are able to recognize this truth as prapancha upashamam, there is no duality. Shantam, at peace. Now this shantam is what? It is prashantam. It is not against anything. Shanti is against ashanti. Ashanti is against shanti. Prashanti is beyond shanti, ashanti. That is the meaning of shantam. Shivam advaitam, non-dual. This is the Turiya, the fourth, and it is said the great Mahatmas, Chaturtham manyante sa atma. This is our essential nature, savidneyaha. This is worthy of knowing. This is what we have seen it yesterday. Now, on this, there are karikas written by Gaudapadacharya Maharaj. Now we will take them. They are very beautiful. Nivrutte sarvadukhanam ishana prabhuravyaha advaita sarvabhavanam devasturyo vivismrataha. Sarvadukhanam nivrutte. All the miseries disappear. Be attentive. Why the deep sleep example is given? Because in deep sleep, we are not miserable. And only for that purpose, we want to sleep. Although it is temporary, very short period. Now just imagine, if we want to be eternally happy, free from miseries, then this is the thing. Nivrutte sarva dukkhana. And Ishanaha Prabhu Avyaha. And it is possible, he is a master. That is our essential nature. And Avyaya, never changing. Advaita sarva bhavanam deva sturyo vibhu smrata. This one non-dual absolute reality alone is the objective and the subjective reality. In the language of Vedanta, Paramatma, Brahma is simultaneously the material and the efficient cause of this world. Yugapat, simultaneously. Material cause means the clay. Efficient cause means the pot maker. Only the clay cannot become the pot, and only the pot maker cannot make the pot without the clay. Both of them are required. So does it mean that there are two of them? No. The same reality. Now see, understand this, take this way. Light and darkness. Right? They are opposed to each other. Where there is light, there is no darkness. Where there is darkness, there is no light. But both of them coexist. Where? In the sunlight. So what is the light and darkness? They are not the sunlight. They are the reflected light, or they are the daylight. So there is daylight, and against the daylight is the darkness. But in the sunlight, these divisions disappear, and therefore Advaitaha Sarva Bhavanam. Devasturyo Vibhismrutaha. So this all illuminating reality. The fourth one is Vibhu, all pervading, becoming everything, Vividam Bhavati. It is the fourth one. That is our essential nature. Now see, what does it mean? We have only heard it, but is anything happening? It must have impact on our knowledge. When we recognize something as an illusion, we do not desire the illusions. Like the mirage waters. We don't desire, let me get a glass of mirage water. We don't. Because we know it is illusion. And when I know this hand is mine, or I know this watch is mine, I don't desire me. See? So in both the cases, whether you take this world as an illusion or you take this world as your own self, in both the cases, the impact will be freedom from desires. Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridishrita athamartya amruto bhavati atra brahma samashrute. This mantra of Kathopanishad, again and again we have to reflect on this. Atha, right now and here, martya amruto bhavati. We merge in the absolute when yada sarve kama vimuchante. No more desires. How to live that? Jothari Rai, Somari Rai. See? Karya karana baddhau tau ishyete vishvatejasau pradnyaha karana baddhastu tau dvau turjena vihidyata. Now the four of them. Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. Or the Turiya, not Samadhi. Karya karana baddhau tau vishvatejasau. Vishwa and the Tejas, the waker and the dreamer, they are conditioned by the cause and effect. See? What is the cause of this waker being miserable, and what is the effect of that cause and effect? So there are samskar on the mind, therefore we get identified with the body and problems come. Same story in the dream, cause and effect. So causal body expresses as the waking or the waker, And the same Anandamaya Kosha expresses as the dreamer. So cause and effect, cause and effect. Therefore, Karya Karano Buddhauto Dau Ishyate Vishwatajaso. And Pradnyaha Karana Buddhastu. But in case of the causal body or Anandamaya Kosha or the Pradnya, he is only Karana Buddhastu. It is only the cause, it is not the effect. And what is the truth? Truth is beyond cause and effect. When cause and effect inquiry is dropped, you transcend the intellect. Sense organs tie us down to the worldly objects. Mind ties us down to joy, sorrows, or the likes and dislikes. Intellect ties us down to cause and effect. Therefore, one very important principle. Therefore, the devotees of the Lord are those on whom the law of karma is not applied. How beautiful it is. Law of karma is applied for who? Those who are the karma kandi, those who want to do something, achieve, those who are doing the yoga. On them, law of karma is applied. For the devotee, jo sari raha hai so mari raha, there is no doer. Therefore, the path of devotion and inquiry, they ultimately lead to the same. They are not different. See, friends. Therefore, Pradnyaha Karana Baddhastu and Tau Dau Turje Nasiddhyataha. Because our essential self is not the effect of anything. Therefore, by doing sadhana, we do not get realized. Because it will become doing sadhana is the cause, realization is the effect. Giving charity is the cause, realization is the effect. Doing the Shirshasana is the cause, you will get realized, forget about it. Then what is to be done? The simplest technique we told you. No question. Relax. Let the things happen. And you will see, when we don't ask question why, what happens? We have never asked a question, why the fire is hot? Has anybody ever asked this question? Never. Therefore, now we know how to deal with the fire. Exactly the same way. This world is like this only. There is nothing to ask. Now you decide how to deal with this world and go on in your life. But then we say, why it happens only to me? Useless. Therefore, these two words drop from your language. Why and how? We are whiling away the life by howling at the life. Don't do that. Pradnya karana baddhastu tvau dvau turyena siddhyataha. In our essential nature, there is no cause, there is no effect. Katham punah karana baddhastvam pradnyasya turyeva tattva agrahana asya anyatha agrahana lakshano bandhau na siddhyate iti. See? Now, how come the pradnya is not conditioned by the turiya is not conditioned by the cause and effect, but the pradnya is conditioned? What is the reason? How it can be said? Natmanam na paraschaiva na satyam napi chandrutam pradnya kinchanam samvetti turyam sarva tat sarva druksada. Now, what is the difference? This pradnya na atmanam na paranscha na satyam na asatyam vetti. The causal body, the pradnya, he neither knows himself, nor knows others, nor knows the truth, nor knows the untruth. He knows nothing. It is a state of utter ignorance. See? And turye tat sarva druksada. Now see, realize your own experience now. When we are in deep sleep, Who I am, I do not know. Who is the waker, I do not know. Who is the world, I do not know. Who is God, I do not know. It is a state of utter ignorance. Prajna, prakarshena ajna. Extremely solid ignorant. See? And turyata sarvadruksada. Now this experience we all have. I know nothing. See? Now we come to our own nature, turya. We know the waking, we know the dream, we know the deep sleep, we know the samadhi, we know something about God, we know this. So turya is not the darkness, is not the ignorance, and therefore this is the difference between the two. Wherever there is the impact of incompleteness, cause and effect comes. Infinite has no cause, therefore it is not an effect. See, the more we recognize this, when the space is labeled as north, east, west, south, that doesn't mean that space is the cause of the north, east, west, south. No. It is the conditioning of the relation between the sun and the earth imposed on the space, and therefore we call it as the north, east, west, south. Similarly, the conditioning of the father, the husband, and the father, the wife, and the son is imposed on the man. Therefore, we call that man as the son, husband, and the father. But he is never. Therefore, multiplicity created out of the conditioning is an illusion. This is how we have to clearly understand. Therefore, on the absolute self that we are, on that one conditioning is the gross body, waking world is created. Then second condition is the subtle body, then the dream world is created. The third conditioning is absence of the earlier two conditioning, the deep sleep is created. But because of that, this one non-dual has never become three. See, I, the Turiya, the absolute self, know the waking, dream, deep sleep. But a waker cannot know the truth. The dreamer cannot know. It is something like eyes can see all colors and forms cannot see the eyes. Mind can know the condition of all sense organs cannot know the condition of the mind. See, friends, the more we become subjective, it becomes easier to understand. Therefore, natmanam na parashayva na satyam na pichandritam pradnya kinchana samveti turyata sarvadruptada. Therefore, we abide in the absolute and thereby don't bother about this world. It has always been like this. There is nothing new. See, taking these politics and all things which are happening, you must have seen how much heated discussions they continue. See? And these fools like us, they start fighting on that thing. And those people for whom we are fighting, afterward they put to us to fighting, they go in the same room and they start their liquid spirituality. And they laugh, they Dumbo are fighting for us, let them fight, we enjoy. See, friends, don't get lost in this world. Dvaitasya agrahanam tulyam ubhayo pradyaturyayoho bija nidra yuta pradnya sachaturyena vidyate. In the Turiya, that is the fourth, the absolute reality, and the Anandamaya Kosha or the Pradnya, absence of duality is common. In deep sleep there is no duality, in absolute self there is no duality. There Dvaitasya agrahanam tulyam ubhayoho pradyaturyayoho. Bija nidra yuta pradnya. But the pradnya is having the bij, the seeds, out of which again the waker and the dreamer comes out. See? And sachaturyena vidyate. But in the absolute there is no seed. Therefore, the Paramatma, the Brahman, the Turiya, the Atma is not the cause of this world. See? Then who created the world? You decide. See? In God's creation, there are no problems. In God's creation, we have created our own creation. God created a woman, we create a mother, we create a wife, we create a sister, we create a mother-in-law, we create a daughter-in-law, and samsara is not for the wife, not for the mother-in-law, or the samsara is not for the lady. For the lady there is no samsara. And for these spurious characters which do not have any existence, they are suffering. See, friends, we have to be firmly established in this understanding. Then we will not struggle in meditation. Every day I sit for 4 hours, 3 hours. So what? Then that becomes an additional thing, I am not like others, waking up late in the morning. I wake up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and then again go to sleep. See, remember this basic principle. Spiritual life is not, spiritual attainment is not to become someone extraordinary. Remain ordinary. The moment we become extraordinary, we are separated from the Paramatma. See? Colors. Red, yellow, green. Colors. They are separate from each other. They are special. Red is not yellow, yellow is not green. Vision is common. So when we remain common, we are going nearer to ourselves. That is what we do exactly in the deep sleep. In deep sleep, we are only alive. That's it. And therefore we are happy. That time there is no speciality associated with us. That I am rich, I am poor, I am man, I am woman, I am intelligent, I am dull. No, nothing. Only we are alive. That's it. Therefore, the real spiritual practice is this. Let us not become some extraordinary. Remain simple in this life. Now, continuing further, Swapna Nidra Yutau Adyau Prajnastvo Swapna Nidraya Na Nidram Naiva Cha Swapnam Turye Pashyanti Nishtita. Swapna Nidra Yutau Adyau. So, the first two of them, they are associated with the Swapna and the Nidra, sleep and a dream. And Prajnastu Swapna Nidraya. And the Prajna, the deep sleeper, is associated only with the Nidra, no Swapna. Be attentive. We are not having dreams only in the dream state. We are also having dreams in the waking also. What we call daydreaming. So, in the waking and the dream, for the Vishwa and the Tejas, Swapna Nidra Yutau. See, but the Prajna tu Swapna Nidraya. Prajnastu Aswapna Nidraya. But in case of the deep sleep, in case of the Prajna, only Nidra, no Swapna. And now we come to Turiya. Na Nidram Nachavai Swapnam. In the absolute truth, there is neither sleep nor dream. Don't try to understand. Stand under this. Therefore, I always feel the real lectures are Maunam Vyakhya Prakritita Parabrahma Tattvam Yuvanam. In the eloquence of the silence alone, the truth is perfectly revealed. अन्यथा गृह्णतः स्वप्नो निद्रा तत्वम अजानतः विपर्यासे तयो क्षीणे तुरीयम पदमश्नुते. Anyatha grühnatah swapna. Anyatha means what? What is not seen, something else is seen. So the rope is not seen as a rope, but a snake is seen. See? The girl is not seen as a girl, but a prospective wife is seen. Swapna. See? So anyatha grühnatah swapna. Nidra tattvam ajanatah. Therefore, waking and dream both are the dreams according to Mandukya. See, both of them. Nidra is one. So, deep sleep is Nidra. What is Nidra? Tattvam ajanatah. We know nothing, neither ourselves nor anything. Therefore, deep sleep is the real Nidra, where the truth is not known, and Jagrat and Sapna, both of them are only dreams. So there are only two stages, not Jagrat, Sapna, Sushupti. Only Nidra and Sapna. Jagrat Gayab, yes. See, if you study Yoga Vasishta, there one topic comes, the Leela and Saraswati. You get lost in that when you study it. Because it is ek ke andar ek. Like if you keep the two mirrors opposite each other, how many reflections will be there? No end to it. Is it not our life? I am a man, then I became a husband, then in that husband he becomes the father, then in that father he becomes the father-in-law, and in that he becomes this grandfather. See? Swapna. Swamiji, please bless me. I have become a grandfather. What is your contribution? Bless me. See, friends, old people have that funny arrogance. These days, the youngsters don't respect the elderly people. Now, what is our contribution that we are old? What we have done? Whether you want or you don't want, you grow. But that abhiman. See, friends. So, anyatha grühnatah swapna nidra tattvam ajanata viparyase tayo kshine. But when these wrong notions are gone, then turiyam padamashnute. You are revealed to yourself. See? So, what is the spiritual practice? Therefore, don't take life seriously. As we don't take the dream seriously, equally don't take the waking also seriously. How do we do that? Exactly the same way as you are listening to me now. How many times we have heard? It's okay for you, Swamiji, but you will know when you get, don't cry, yaar. Suffer. Don't justify your being miserable. See, the other day somebody rang me from other country. Unfortunately, what unfortunate? This is the game of life. She lost her husband suddenly. And then some daughters or sons' marriage to be done, this, that. Swamiji, what should be done? I said, continue. But you know why? I said, look here, don't bring that topic at all. It's over now. Do you want sympathy from me? You will not get. Come out of it. We all have to go through that. See, every day we see in this world, and yet we don't learn what we learn in satsanga there. Viparyase tayokshine turiyam padamashnute. This is how the life is. It will continue. Our purpose is to let the divinity express through us. We don't have to become divine. We have to allow the divinity to express. See? But when the divine wants to express how happy, no, don't be happy. What people will say, be miserable. Anadi mayaya sukto yada jiva prabudyate ajam anidram aswapnam advaitam mudyate tada. The jiva anadi mayaya suptaha, with beginningless ignorance. Because of this, the jiva is sleeping, meaning he doesn't know his essential nature. Then yada jiva prabudyate, when he wakes up. See? Then what is the waking up? Ajam anidram aswapnam. See? Then that truth which is ajam, uncreated. Now be attentive. Husband is created, he becomes husband. He becomes the father-in-law. He becomes the grandfather. See? The truth is man. In the same manner, when all these waking, dream, deep sleep, good, bad experiences are for everybody, if we give importance to something, they become real. See? Therefore, Karnataka, we all have to do that. There is no choice. On the basis of this, I am surviving, I tell you. Go throughout the world for lectures. If I imagine that because of my lecture people will improve, I will be the most miserable person in the world. Then why do I go? Time pass. Life is a time pass. If somebody is ready to host me, all comforts, eat, sleep, I will not talk. But nobody wants. So papi पेट के लिए करना पड़ता है. See friends, therefore ajam anidram advaitam mudyate tada. Let us allow the divinity in us to express. God realization is allowing the divine to express through us. See? God realization means what? I'll tell you the other way around. God realizes he is a fit instrument. I can go through him. It is not we have to realize God. He realizes, hey, it's a good one, let's go through this. Isn't it? When I want to get some work done, to whom I will tell? When I find somebody fit, then I choose that person for my job. In the same manner, he is searching for a fit instrument so that he can express through that. So what is the fitness? Empty yourself. If you take a flute and in that whole hollow, if there is some kind of one pin, etc., will the proper sound come out of it? It should be perfectly empty. Then only the beautiful music comes out. See? Therefore, anadi maya supto jiva yada prabudyate ajam anidram aswapnam advaitam mudyate tada. Therefore, Maharaj, don't get carried away that I am a jiva, papoham, papakarmaham, maragoli, no papa, no nothing. Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matra vidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthata. Prapancho yadi vidyeta. If the world is really there, then you can think of removing it. See? If the reflection in the mirror is real, then you can remove it, push it. If it is not, what can you do? See, this point also I told you. You cannot stop reflection happening in the mirror. In the same manner, you cannot stop body identification. Now what is to be done? We don't take the reflection in the mirror seriously. We use it for makeup, to put the .com. Okay. Use it, no problem. But we don't take it seriously. Suppose the mirror is removed, my reflection has gone. No, we know. It's just an illusion, not real. Exactly the same way. Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshaya. If this world is really there, then you can think of removing. But where it is? Show the husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister, where are they? They are nowhere. This point is so clear, I understood it when one girl came and asked me this question. It clicked me that time very deeply. She was a divorcee and her question was, after divorce the girl becomes a widow or not? Now tell me, what is the answer? Her husband didn't die. He didn't exist. How can he die? See, friends. Therefore, prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshaya. See, friends. Maya matramidam dvaitam. So what is this duality? Maya means what? Be attentive. Maya means miyate anaya ya sa maya. Like our vision. Our vision has got a limitation. It can illuminate the light waves in a spectrum between violet and red, Vibgyor. Our vision cannot have entry beyond this spectrum of light waves. And if we insist, whatever I see with my eyes, that alone is the truth. If I don't see with my eyes, I don't believe. We are under the influence of Maya. See? So, Maya matravidam dvaitam. If we are not identified with the body, gross body, where is the world? Meaning what? This world comes into existence only after body identification. See, friends. Therefore, Maya matramidam dvaitam. Therefore, what is the effect of Maya? Maya or illusion or mithya means which appears under certain conditions. Like the mirage waters. They appear under certain conditions. If somebody says, I was coming at maybe about 12 o'clock, and suddenly I saw huge mirage waters. To whom are you bluffing? See, friends. Therefore, Maya matramidam dvaitam means this. Any experience which is demanding certain conditions to be fulfilled, then it is the karya effect of Maya. Maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Paramarthataha, from the absolute standpoint, it is Advaita. Once I went to water and told, water. The water said, yes, what can I do for you? No, as an ocean you are terrible, man. But waves I like. Water was confused. He said, excuse me, gentlemen, what is the ocean and what is the wave? From water's point of view, there are no oceans, there are no waves. See? And from the ocean's point of view, if you don't listen to me, I am going to kill you. See? Therefore, prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshaya. Therefore, don't struggle to improve this world. Therefore, I am very clear. Social service is not spiritual practice. If you want to do service, social service, earn and do it. Don't go and ask somebody, hey, I want to do this thing, give money. Like, our Ganapati Utsav here. If you want to have your devotion to Ganesha, then spend from your pocket in your house, it is enough. See, friends, prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. From the absolute standpoint, this world has no existence. No existence. The more we reflect on this, we will simply become so cool, quiet, but not moody and frustrated. Relax, relax. And if we are at peace with ourselves, we are at peace with the whole world. The sign of abidance in the truth is you don't talk. At this stage, you are abiding in truth. I am talking, I am not abiding in truth. See, friends, there's nothing to talk. Speech is mind unmanifest. So mind is unmanifest, speech becomes manifest. Then mind is nothing but the chetana, the life. So life is unmanifest mind. When the chetana, the life manifests, it becomes mind. Similarly, chetana is manifest, life is manifest, unmanifest is Paramatma. Therefore, Paramatma never talks. We only go and start abusing him. Lammodara, Pitambara, Padivara Vandana. Padivara Vandana. You know that Arti? Padivara, on this plank, there is Vandana sitting there. All above Brahma. So, Maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Then what about the Guru Shishya? Forget about that. Vikalpo vinivarteta kalpito yadike nachit upadeshadayam vadaha jnate tad dvaitam na vidyate. Therefore, you see the difference between the Vedanta teachers, gurus, and the other things. You will study our Vivek Chudamani. At the end, ultimately, how it concludes, thereafter, the Guru went his way, the disciple went his way. Don't hold on. Guru Maharaj uthao. Mule Guru or what? Therefore, vikalpo vinivarteta kalpito yadi kenachit. If we are doing this imagination, I am Guru, I am disciple, I am Guru, I am disciple, then you can remove that. But this is only for the sake of Upadesha. So, Upadeshadayam vada jnate tatve na dvaitam na vidyate. See, Maharaj. One thing I very much remember, not telling you, but I remember. Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahansa used to always mention it. You should never take a position of a guru if you want to walk the spiritual path. See? Remain as a seeker throughout life. No guru. Guru is a position wherein all the doors and windows of wisdom are closed. I know everything. Who can teach me? And who is the real seeker? Who is learning from every experience every day. Then we are walking the spiritual path. Otherwise, I know everything. No. So, Upadeshadayam vadaha jnate dvaitam na vidyate. In Dakshinamurti Stotra, Vishvam pashyati karya karanataya swaswami sambandataha shishyacharyataya tathaiva pitruputradyatmana vedataha. Wherever there is a cause and effect, samsara is created. Guru the cause, Shishya the effect. Father the cause, the son the effect. See? Vishvam pashyati karya karanataya swaswami sambandata. Boss and subordinate, samsara begins. See? Therefore, let us get out of this catch of cause and effect. And to get out of it, no questions. Just be. And how simple it is? That about which we have no questions. That is the truth. So we have no questions about our own being, whether I am or I am not. This question has never come in anybody's mind till date. We may have question, who am I? But we cannot have the question whether I am or I am not. See? Jnate tatve dvaitam na vidyate. See? Now, after having said this, now these akar, ukar, makar, they are to be brought together. Soyamatma, adhyakshara, onkara, adimatram, pada, matra, matrascha pada, akara, ukaro, makara iti. So, for we have seen the objective world and now in the form of the objects, objectively rather. Now we go to subjectively. What is akara, ukara, makara? These are the 3 or 4 matras, and according to the 4 matras, these 4 worlds are there. Akara is the waking world for the Vishwanara. The ukara is the dream world for the dreamer, the Tejasa. The makara is the deep sleep world for the Prajna, and amatra is the Turiya Tattva. This is how these akara, ukara, makara, etc. has to be understood as abhidheya and abhidhanam. Abhidheya is the form. Abhidhana is the name. Name and form always are one. See? They are not two. Therefore, the first thing that is new parents ask us the question, Swamiji, now we are due to get a baby. What should be the name given? I say, give any name. No, you please tell me. What can I tell? No, there is some letter, they say, the letter comes along with the baby. I don't know what letter, where from it comes. Some letter comes. So according to that, I say, okay, let the letter come, I'll tell you later. And then they say, Swamiji, the letter has come D. D. Dysentery? Do we name somebody with a disease? But they do. Mamata is a mental disease. Mamata, Maya, Asha, Apeksha. See? These are all the mental abnormalities, but they name. Gujaratis have got these funny kind of names. There was one the child came, did namaskar. I just hugged him. I said, hey, Dumbo, what is your name? Swamiji, my name is, what is it? Sanchita. I said, where is the Agami? Thank God he didn't say Prarabdha. That was my Prarabdha. Therefore, akara, ukara, makara, we have to understand these two ways. Uma is with us. And the meaning of that uma is outside. And both are one and the same. See, we are all so much identified with our name that we are identified with that by that name only. Many years before, I was somewhere in Himalayas and new clothes, nice shaving, everything, young, and I was going somewhere. From a distance, 2-3 kids started shouting, Babaji, Babaji, ruko, Babaji, ruko. I didn't care, I was going. They came running and they stopped me. Why don't you stop? We are calling you Babaji, ruko. I thought they are calling someone else. Because I have not accepted that time that I am a Babaji. If somebody calls me human being, I feel awkward. Babaji is okay. It has become so deeply, name and form always go together. Therefore, this Onkara we chant in ourselves. The Tajjapa Tadhyanat, Patanjali Yoga Sutra says. See? Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Kriya Yoga. And there Patanjali Maharishi says, what is the Swadhyaya? Swadhyaya is Onkara, Om, Pranava. And there, what is to be sadhana done, swadhyaya or upasana, is done as tad japa, tad dhyanat. So do the japa of the Omkar. Now, when we do the japa of the Omkar, slowly the mind settles down. If you see within what happens, when we chant with understanding, during this long Om chanting, all other thoughts are quietened. And if you become more aware, you can see, you start your Om chanting from your center of your heart, chest, and then it ultimately goes back to the same point. A word start happening in the throat, U gets modified in the buccal cavity, and Ma closes the whole thing. When you practice this sincerely for some time, slowly your mind will start remaining quieter and quieter. See? And then what is said here, we'll understand. Jagrata sthano vaishvanaraha akaraha prathama matra aptehe adimatvad apnoti havai sarvan kaman adishya bhavati ya evam veda. See? So Jagrata sthanaha vaishvanaraha akara. So when we say so this is the waker. Now waker has woken up, and this is Vaishvanara. The whole world begins with the waking from the deep sleep. This is the Prathama Matra. This is the first letter of the Omkar and Aptehe Adimatvad. And from this only the whole world is included. And therefore, he who is thus practicing this, Sarvan Kaman Kamana Adishya Bhavati, be attentive. If we are living our waking life dynamically, sincerely, with all diligence, all your desires will be fulfilled. See? Apnoti sarvan kaman adishya bhavati yayam veda. It's not only doing, I should get everything, God will not give you anything. You have to work hard. We should not have that free type of thing, Those people who take the things free, they are destroying themselves. There are so many examples in the whole world. Wherever the freebies were given, that country is completely destroyed. See, friends. In the same manner, let us not have that notion. Go to the temple, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. These two gods of ours, Bhagwan Krishna and Bhagwan Ram. The most disturbed God is Ram. Constantly Ram, 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 Ram. You can imagine if your child comes and constantly keeps on telling me, Mummy, Mummy, chup. But what Bhagwan Ram will do? Constantly, Ram, 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 Ram. Bhagwan says, what do you want? Ram. He is not even listening. Ram, 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 Ram. Then he has kept somebody. Hanumanji, choo. Then you will get into trouble and then you will stop that. But then about Bhagavan Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna. Do you think he is listening to you? He is playing. You won't talk, who cares? That is why I like Krishna. He doesn't care. Relax. See? Therefore, Sarvan Kaman Adishya Bhavati. We can fulfill our desire if we work very hard. Therefore, let us not have that wrong notion that Upanishad means simply sitting and doing meditation. No, we have to work dynamically in this world. Then only the life is fulfilled. See, if somebody is born beggar, nothing, he has got no clothes, no nothing, no proper food, no nothing, and he says, I am the follower of Mahatma Gandhi. Majburi ka naam Mahatma Gandhi. See? No. You go to our Churchgate station. Morning 9 o'clock, the whole Bombay is poured out there. You go across, dashing everybody. and see a huge strong person and just stop him. Say, hey Bewakoof, kahan ja rahe ho? Immediately his biceps will be flexed and relax on your face. And he will go 360 times. And then you say, I have forgiven you. What else can you do? See, friends. Therefore, sarvan kamana adishya bhavati evam veda. Therefore, we should not have that wrong notion that Upanishad means only becoming Babaji and eating free from the society. We have to pay every pie that we take from the society. Swapna sthana tejasa ukaro dvitiya matroskarshan ubhayatvat utkarshati havai jnana santatim samanascha bhavati nasya brahmavid kule bhavati evam veda. The second is ukar. Now ukar is the tejasa sthana. Now tejasa means now from the external world, having attained perfect success in the world, now you come back. It is something like take the sugarcane piece and chew nicely and take the rust of it. Thereafter, if you are Indian, on the road. Then you are real Indian. If you just take it, put it in the pocket, you are a Dumbo. You are not Indian. See, friends. In the same manner, renounce this world after achieving, then there is a meaning in that. See? Now such a person, swapna sthana taidasa ukaro dvitiya matra utkarshat ubhayatvat. Now it is still higher. Now what is the higher thing? Although you have everything, yet you are withdrawn effortlessly. Your mind is no more running after the worldly temptations and bhog. See? And therefore, such a person can alone study the scriptures. Therefore, havai jnana santatim samanasya bhavati. Then he engages himself for study of the scriptures, etc. And therefore, that particular family, there, the children are naturally inclined to be studious, etc. So, na asya brahmavit kule bhavati, asya kule abrahmavit na bhavati. In his family, the dumb, useless people are not born. See, friends. If you see, take for example Bhagwan Shankaracharya. He was born to some great parents. Both of them were the great devotee of Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva himself told her that I will be your son. See? Because it was not for the bhoga that they wanted to have the child. See, friends. Therefore, na asya abrahmavit kule bhavati. Therefore, friends, more than the external achievement, inner purity is more important. And inner purity is only possible when we are engaging ourselves in the inquiry, study, scriptures, etc. Then, sushupta sthana pradnya makara trutiya matra mite apaterva minoti hava idam sarvam apidishya bhavati ja evam veda. Now the third is the makara trutiya matra. The ma of the onkara is the third one. It is the pradnya, the deep sleep. Now what is the deep sleep? Miter apiterva minoti. Like if you take a glass and you got a measured quantity of water to be put in something. Because you know, the real cooks, they don't measure with the measure and put it. They just take it rather than it becomes beautiful. See? And those who take the books and read and do it, it becomes horrible. So, miti means that which is a measuring measuring utensil. So, you take this much and put it. So, in the same manner, from the deep sleep, pradnya, the waking and waker and the dreamer come out. And again they go back into that. In this manner, the pradnya is a container where from the waker and the dreamer along with their what they come out and again they go back. In this manner, idam sarvam apidishya bhavati ya evam veda. And therefore, he is able to withdraw from the world and get into the world effortlessly. This is called as the waking sleep. And to practice this waking sleep, our Mahamantra, Dekho suno waking, bolo mat sleep. How simple it is. We have to comment on everything. So, in this manner, Sarvapradishya Bhavati, and now we come, there are few, what you call, now the last mantra I will take. I am not taking in between the, what you call, the karikas. Amatrascha turyortha vyavahare prapanchopashama shivo advaita eva omkara atma eva savivishanti atmanam atmanam ya evam veda. And after having come to this, now we have understood the akara, waking, dream and deep sleep. Now we go beyond that. Waking is I. Dream is success, failure. Deep sleep is nothing. We go beyond that. And for that, one technique which I told number of times, very simple technique. Do not talk about your past. Do not ask anybody about their past. In short, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. You don't have to know anything about anybody. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But we keep on carrying the burden of the past. And when we refer to past again and again, unknowingly, our body identification becomes firm. Because the past belongs to the body, not to me. I am ever the same. We cannot live yesterday. We cannot live tomorrow. We have to live today, now and here. So living today, now and here is the ultimate spiritual practice. But then we go either in the past or in the future, and the samsara begins. With this, the first Adhyay, first chapter of Mandukya Upanishad is over. These various commentaries of Bhagavan Shankaracharya and Gaudapadacharya, that is homework for you. I am free. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.